All right, everybody, if you can hear me, I'm out here in Ellaville, Georgia. There's a cane patch over there. I don't know if you can see it. And, these guys are about to get ready to make some syrup. They running the cane through this thing that squishes it out and gets the juice. A lot of manual labor going on. We're gonna try to duck that. What that young man was doing is they're running the sugar cane, getting the juice in the bucket as you saw it, and then he's pouring it through these screens to sift out the trash. Mr. Poole tells me this is the first time he's ever actually seen this guy working.
Well, that kind of drills you normally.
What we're going to do is we're going to get a sample, put a drop on this machine, and then it'll tell us what the sugar content is.
What you doing, looking up in the sun?
It is showing about 16%.
What is good and bad?
Well, anything above 12 is good.
Okay.
I said when you start with sugar cane, there's a stalk that you can see. Each one of these rhizomes or buds, whatever you want to call it, each one of them will come up. And then each one of them, but what you have to do, you have to get you I use a little one-row subsoil that goes behind the tractor,
Mhm.
and it opens the furrow up, and I plant them 6 to 8 inches deep like that, and put them back in there and cover them up. And then next spring, they'll start up, and when they first pop up, there'll only be one of them.
Mhm.
But then the next time you come up here, they keep multiplying
All these right here that you see came off of one
of those.
joint. This is like a tater sort of that comes out like a tater sprouts off itself,
That's right.
and so that does like a tater sort of.
That's right. It's basically a type of grass.
Mm-hmm.
And you see these husks, just gonna drop that right down, start peeling down, and you have to come out here when the husks, when they start down. And this is an old time, that's what they call a cane stripper, right here. And what it does, you reach up and you strip these leaves off of it. And that's an old cane stripper that, I don't know what it had, but the handle kind of cracked on me. I had to glue it back. And somehow or another, James Woods put on a hunt down at TBG at Horse Creek down there. And somebody left a roll of black duct tape in my truck. It's just amazing how many uses you can find with black duct tape down there. And then when you get ready to cut it, you got to clean down there, and you can get down there to try to cut it as low as you can.
Right, to get all you can out of it.
Out of it. And for another reason is, that'll come back next year.
Oh, so it'll come right back up. You don't have to plant again. It just comes up.
Yeah, that'll come back again next year. But I'll come back out here after we cut it, and I'll try to rake all these up back over the stalks, and kind of protect it from the frost and the freeze.
I guess.
Right here.
So there's 17 that's come up from one thing.
Right.
17 stalks from one joint.
That's right. So get down there and cut them off as low as you can, and you can cut them with limb lopers.
Yeah.
You can cut them with a machete, but what we used today was a battery powered reciprocating saw.
Okay.
That battery powered reciprocating saw seemed to work pretty well. You can get down there with it and whack them off. That seemed to work. And so this is what we cut today. So we cut basically 4 rows, and we got about 800 stalks. And them rows are 50 yards long.
Yeah. And how many gallons did he say was in that pot now?
He said about 65.
About 65 gallons. So what, these rows here that's been cut, there's 65 gallons of cane juice in the pot right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, tomorrow we will, they're gonna fire up put the heat on that big cauldron of cane, and I guess you would render it out. That's what you're doing, cooking it out. Yeah.
Right. That's basically evaporating the water out.
Yeah, evaporating the water out.
And getting it down to a consistency where you got syrup. There. And he said, when you say 65 gallons, estimating in that pot, he said he figured you maybe end up with 6 to 8 gallons of syrup.
Yeah.
So there's a lot goes into making a little bit of syrup.
Yep.
There. But you know, at one point in time, that was a sweetener that people had.
Yeah.
They didn't have access to store-bought sugar and stuff, and you know, that was what people had was cane, and somebody had a K-bill, and they cooked it down and they saved the syrup, and that was the sweetener that they used throughout the year. There. I mean, that and honey that they could, you know, have. There. But,
all right, this morning I slept in the camper last night in the sleeping bag. It's like 30. It was a frost. It was cold, but he started cooking the cane, and I guess you would call it. And anyway, he said it'd take about 4 hours, and so then we should have some syrup. This has been a really cool experience here. I hadn't did a lot of video hearing people talk. That thing is loud, and the fella that's doing the cane there, he don't talk so loud, and I don't want to impose on him, but we just kind of filming as they go right here, and this is pretty cool stuff.
black stuff.
It's really changed color right there too, didn't it?
Yeah, see,
That makes a difference in the color of it.
greens are a gold color. And they'll get even golder. Now there's 212 on this one. That's as high as it's going to get for a long time.
What kind of cloth you said that was?
Pillow
Pillow cloth. That's for straining.
This is small, and there's one a little bit bigger than I normally use.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, 10 ounces?
Yeah.
Small.
Going on down through it now.
They did. I know it's right beside where the cane hill was. I don't know where they come up with the pond or what they leave in the pond.
Got to close the gate.
Not that I don't trust you, but I'm gonna just
Just stick your finger down there.
stand here and hold it. Draining it through the front. I'm gonna stand here and hold it.
Yeah.
It's on the edge.
Wait.
Look out, Barry. Don't let it get your air.
Take a pecan and put that on it. Woo. Roast the pecan.
They put something in me that about an hour and a half later, it killed every one of them fire ants. But, man, it was stinging me like you won't believe. And I don't know what it was, but I don't want no more of it. But if they'd just left me alone and not give me no pain medicine, they stuff. We got bottles and jars and everything else. You got preachers.
No,
Some
54. That's what I meant.
Cleans up pretty good. You got a good season on this pot. Need to get a little deeper on this other side too. I saw some blue shop towels there just a second.
All right, guys, we're back at the house. Went to with Mr. Poole there in the South Georgia traditional primitive bow skills, and we made, or they basically did it, made some cane syrup, and the real deal. It was pretty fun. I remember as a kid in our neighborhood, we would go somewhere and somebody did that, and I remember doing that as a kid, maybe 10 years old. And it was a big thing. There was a gathering of people there, a lot of people, a lot of youngins running around playing, and it was fun. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I didn't do a lot of talking. I just filmed and just kind of show, and they're going to have another cooking, and I may make another video and be a little bit more detail oriented with that. But it's a really cool experience, and I like this syrup way better than the store-bought because ain't nothing added. This is the straight cane syrup. And thank you, Mr. Poole, for having me out there. And thank you, good Lord, for a fine day. And y'all keep the good Lord first. We'll see you next time.